The 1960s were a cinematic battlefield. We didn't just go to the moon. We launched science fiction from B-movie schlock into high art and terrifying social commentary. Forget the clean optimism of the past. The 60s gave us an AI that murdered, a world where apes ruled, and the ultimate punchline to the Cold War. These 10 movies are more than films. They are time capsules of a pivotal decade. They are the classics, the controversies, and the genuine technical marvels that still feel relevant today. If you lived through the space race and the social upheaval of this era, you know these films still haunt us. Hit that subscribe button now and let's dissect the decade that dared to question everything. 1. 2001: A Space Odyssey, 1968. No conversation about the 1960s or sci-fi can start anywhere else. Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece is the undisputed benchmark for visual realism and philosophical depth. It wasn't just a movie, it was an event that proved science fiction could be high art. The core fear remains potent. HAL 9000, the smooth-talking, murderous AI that defines the danger of technology exceeding humanity. The film's silent contemplation, the revolutionary use of special effects by Douglas Trumbull, and its ambiguous ending still challenge audiences more than 50 years later. It remains the cinematic high-water mark. 2. Dr. Strangelove, 1964. What do you get when you mix Cold War dread, nuclear war, and Stanley Kubrick's darkest sense of humor? This perfect, terrifying satire. Dr. Strangelove is the ultimate political black comedy, turning the apocalypse into a boardroom farce. The brilliance lies in its absurdity. A rogue American general launches a nuclear attack on the Soviet Union, and the U.S. president and his staff scramble to stop the inevitable. The images of Slim Pickens riding the nuclear bomb and Peter Sellers playing 3 insane characters remain iconic. It's a film that asks us to laugh at the mechanism of our own destruction, which is perhaps the only sane response. The 1960s saw a profound shift in civil rights and authority, and Planet of the Apes captured that anxiety perfectly. It starts as a simple adventure film about astronauts crash landing on a strange world. It ends with the immortal, devastating realization: "You maniacs, you blew it up." The film works because it inverts the social order, forcing Colonel Taylor to face a terrifying society where apes are the intellectuals and humans are silent, subservient savages. It's raw, unflinching social commentary wrapped in an adventure package. Which 1960s film better captured the Cold War dread, the absurdity of Dr. Strangelove, or the silent terror of 2001? Share your thoughts below. 4. Fantastic Voyage, 1966. This film represents the height of 1960s technical imagination. The premise: a submarine and its crew are shrunk to microscopic size and injected into the bloodstream of an injured scientist to save his life. The entire film is a dizzying, psychedelic tour through the human body, navigating the heart, lungs, and brain. The special effects were groundbreaking for the time, turning the human body into an alien landscape. It perfectly captures the decade's optimism about medical and technological advancements, even if the ideas were far ahead of the technical means they had to pull it off. 5. The Time Machine, 1960. Based on the H.G. Wells novel, this film is the essential time travel adventure of the decade. Rod Taylor stars as George, the inventor who travels from 1899 into the distant future. The film is famed for its technical craftsmanship, particularly the sequence where the world outside the time machine changes rapidly. While the depiction of the future, Morlocks and Eloi, is simplistic, The film captures the core fantasy of time travel with pure charm and adventure, setting a blueprint for cinematic time travel that lasted decades. 6. Village of the Damned, 1960. This is the quintessential 1960s invasion horror film. When everyone in a small English village mysteriously passes out for a few hours, they all wake up fine. But soon, every woman of childbearing age is pregnant. The result? Children born with platinum blonde hair, unsettling glowing eyes, and collective, terrifying intelligence. The horror comes from the children's blank, emotionless demeanor and their powerful mental abilities. It plays directly on the fears of conformity and alien invasion prevalent during the early Cold War, suggesting that the greatest threat comes from within our own homes. 7. Seconds, 1966. A brilliant, unsettling psychological horror from director John Frankenheimer. The premise: a middle-aged banker dissatisfied with his life pays a mysterious organization to stage his death, undergo extensive plastic surgery, and be given a new identity and life. The film is a chilling commentary on the pressure of American conformity and consumerism. It becomes an existential nightmare when the new identity fails to bring happiness. The stark black and white cinematography, unusual camera angles, and deeply paranoid tone make it a truly disturbing and underrated gem. Which film's central fear is more relevant today? The AI of 2001 or the identity theft conformity of seconds? 8. Fahrenheit 451, 1966. Based on the Ray Bradbury novel, this film is a literary cornerstone of the 60s. Directed by François Truffaut, it depicts a bleak future where books are outlawed and burned by firemen. The film serves as a powerful warning against censorship and intellectual decay. Its stark visual style and chilling premise, that society itself embraces ignorance, remain a potent political statement. It's a testament to the fact that the 1960s were obsessed not just with where science was taking us, but what it was doing to our minds. 9. Planet of the Vampires, 1965. Directed by Italian horror master Mario Bava, this film is essential cult viewing. While technically a low-budget effort, the film is visually stunning, relying on vivid colors, atmospheric lighting, and bizarre set designs to create a mood of isolation and dread on a dark, alien world. Its lasting legacy is its profound influence. The film's ship design, landing on a hostile planet, crew investigating a derelict ship, and a sense of pervasive, external horror are widely credited as a major blueprint for Ridley Scott's Alien, 1979. 10. Barbarella, 1968. We end with the controversial choice. Barbarella is a surreal, psychedelic, and highly sexualized space adventure starring Jane Fonda. Set in the 41st century, the film follows the title character on a mission to stop a mad scientist. The film is pure 60s camp and visual spectacle, pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable in mainstream cinema. While often dismissed as sexploitation, its unique design, visual flair, and sheer audacity make it a necessary entry for a list about the era's extremes. It reminds us that the 1960s were messy, ambitious, and not afraid to shock. There you have it. 10 films from the 1960s, a decade that gave us the deepest philosophies, the most biting satires, and the most dangerous ideas. These movies weren't just entertainment. They were warnings about the AI we would build, the social issues we would inherit, and the ultimate price of progress. They are classics because they refuse to be safe. Which film from this list do you think is the most criminally underrated and deserves a modern theatrical re-release? Let us know your pick in the comments below. And if you respect the power of cinematic history, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We excavate the past every week.